In the valley of Maizuru, Japan, surrounded by the tranquility of the verdant mountains and the eternal rhythm of the Kurobe River, sat the ancient monastery of Kōzen-ji. This sacred haven was home to many a venerable monk who sought enlightenment through meditation, discipline, and rigorous training. Among them was a young novice named Toshiro. Toshiro, unlike the rest of the dedicated acolytes, was known for his languid and lethargic ways. He would often miss the morning prayers, perform his chores half-heartedly, and sleep while the others practiced meditation. The older monks noticed his lackadaisical habits and disapproved, but the wise and patient abbot, Master Kaito, decided to guide him instead. One early morning, after Toshiro missed the morning zazen again, Master Kaito invited him for a walk along the riverbank. The sun was still young, casting long shadows over the dew-drenched grass, and the air was fresh with the scent of morning blossoms. Toshiro, still rubbing the sleep from his eyes, followed Master Kaito. Master Kaito began, "Toshiro, do you see the river?" "Yes, Master. It's hard not to notice," Toshiro replied, yawning. "Do you ever wonder," Kaito paused, "how the river, which seems so calm and serene, can cut through hard rocks and form deep valleys?" Toshiro looked at the river's calm flow, then at the Master. "I don't understand, Master. What does the river have to do with me sleeping?" "Everything in this universe is connected, Toshiro. Each action has meaning, each entity has a purpose. Let's sit by the river and perhaps it will reveal its secrets." For many days, Master Kaito and Toshiro sat by the river, silently observing its flow. Slowly, Toshiro began to notice the river's relentless energy, its constant movement. It flowed with no pause, with no delay, unaffected by the time of day or the weather. It was patient, persevering, and continuous in its efforts. "Master, I begin to see," Toshiro said one day. "The river never stops, never tires. It keeps flowing bit by bit, wearing down even the hardest of stones. Is this how I should be?" Master Kaito smiled. "Indeed, Toshiro. Even the smallest of efforts done consistently can overcome the most significant of obstacles. Laziness is like a boulder blocking your path. You can't move it all at once, but you can chip away at it little by little." Feeling inspired, Toshiro tried to change his habits. He woke up for the morning prayers, attempted to perform his chores with more energy, but by afternoon he would find himself tiring and reverting to his old, lazy ways. Frustrated, he approached Master Kaito again. "Master, I tried to be like the river, but I tire easily and old habits pull me back." "Ah," Master Kaito mused, "you tried to be the river, but have you ever considered what feeds the river?" Toshiro was puzzled. The snowmelt from the mountains, the rainfall, the springs, they all feed the river. "And what feeds you, Toshiro?" The question hung in the air. Toshiro contemplated, then said, "Food, air, water." "Yes, those are essential for your physical being," Master Kaito agreed. "But what feeds your spirit, your motivation, your will to overcome laziness?" Toshiro was silent. He had never thought about what truly motivated him, what kept his spirit going. Days turned into weeks as he pondered over this question, observing his actions, his feelings, his desires. One day, as he was sweeping the courtyard, he saw a young monk struggling to carry a heavy load of firewood. Toshiro felt a pull to help and dropped his broom to assist. The grateful smile on the young monk's face filled Toshiro with a warm, fulfilling joy. He felt energetic, his lethargy forgotten. "I think I understand now, Master," Toshiro said later that day, a gleam in his eyes. "Helping others, seeing them happy, it feeds my spirit, it gives me energy." Master Kaito nodded approvingly. "Very good, Toshiro. Now remember the river and let this newfound source be your consistent spring. Every time you feel lazy, help someone. It will motivate you, energize you, and bit by bit you will overcome your laziness." In the years that followed, Toshiro transformed. He was no longer the last to wake or the first to sleep. He became a source of energy and motivation for others, always willing to help, always striving to better himself. He was no longer Toshiro the lazy, but Toshiro the river, constantly moving, constantly growing. Through Toshiro's journey, the ancient monastery of Kōzen-ji whispers the Zen secret to overcoming laziness. Find your source. Be like the river, patient and persistent. For in consistency lies the power to change, to move mountains, to cut through the deepest valleys. And in service to others, you find the energy that feeds the spirit, the motivation that overcomes even the profoundest lethargy.